Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Muhammad Ali. He stands 6'3" tall with a 78-inch reach. And they'll be taking on Shannon the Cannon Briggs, 6'4" tall. We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good. And there's the bell to start round one. Do you believe this? Swing and a miss with the jab. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Can they figure out the... Oh, wait a minute. Wow, what a shot. And it's over. A home run swing. And that will do it here. Wow, that impact was incredible.
Listen to me. Are you okay?
It happened. This so much hype. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Nope, that jab not going to score. Which fighter will say no mas? This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin him down. Throw a blanket on him.
Beautiful counter shot. That jab misses. There's a counter shot. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Nice counter shot. Straight right just misses. He blocks the uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Ali and there's the bell for round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Maybe I'm crazy, Johnny, but this slugger's game plan appears to be hit me in the face as many times as you want, and right when you get tired of it, I'm going to catch you with a counter and knock you out.
Oh, this is a slugger right here in front of them. These kind of fighters, they want to get hit in the face because it cheers them on. They want to stand there and fight in the trenches.
How about that time counter shot? Do you believe what we are seeing? What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those counter punches have to hurt. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Back and forth they go. He threw a punch and just got countered. Catch and shoot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Let him back into the fight. You're much great round. Now relax, relax. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. Don't worry about that. Good work. Don't forget the jab.
On to the third. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. The perfect counter lands. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punching. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
That left hook missed. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, let's talk about Ali. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover.
Down goes Briggs. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
You're right, Todd. What a...
1, 2, 3, 4. And you still want to fight.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Gotta look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Missed him with that uppercut. Nice counter shot. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
His stamina is off the charts. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure.
Yes,
So it's
I like that round.
back into the fray here in round 5. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody...
Oh my goodness, Johnny! The greatest has been dazed! Muhammad Ali in trouble! That was the moment!
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
They blocked that right hook. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Did well to block that right hook. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They threw the hook, it didn't land. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's alright to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Big shot, and down goes Ali. And there's no doubt about it as we see it again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me it, bro.
Let's talk about Ali. There's the bell for round 6. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? Hook misses. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Nice defense, avoiding the right uppercut. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there, they want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way, and they'll get so high.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about out. Here we go, it's round 7. How much is left in their tank after last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Punch, counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Holding nothing back here in the round. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
The greatest! Muhammad Ali is down. Do you believe it? And it's a one-hitter quitter.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about out. There's the bell to start round 8. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
They exchange punches. And he scores with the counter. A lot of effort being exerted here. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Incredible work rate. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. No surprises, we get a unanimous decision there.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels.